So, back to Chalice Dungeoning. This is a boss I forgot to show you. This is Lower Thumeru level 3.
What is it?
An old familiar face. Rom, the vacuous spider.
Oh, and he's got a new house.
That's right.
Or is it she?
She, I think.
That's
so anyway, Rom, I've heard tell that this fight is supposedly much easier than the previous fight because the arena, like, there's not... Rom can't really transport off anywhere where you can't, you know, get to her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That I'll concede. I will say it makes running away from her, like, AoE attacks a little trickier, you know? And you can see I didn't quite do this first attempt, even though...
Do the barriers help you dodge the little ones?
No, but you remember Rom had those, like, that thing where she'd, like, curl up and, like, shoot shit at you from the sky?
Yes.
That now you can take cover behind those pillars, which makes it easier. So just a note, I did, like the other Lower Thumeru videos we saw in the previous episode, I did have to go back and re-record this, which means I'm now higher level than when I first did this fight, but to be totally frank, I don't know that it's a super interesting fight.
No, I get it, you cheated. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see, like, this kind of thing.
Oh, Rom's playing dead.
Yeah, she is. It's easier to get hung up on pillars and stuff like that, and normally I wouldn't go for broke with a Rom fight, but I'm a lot stronger than I was, so you can see that this is not...
Also.
Oh, not... Yeah, huh? Let me just... Oh, dear. Or you can just keep running and then kill Rom, and then that's Lower Thumeru level 3 for you.
Rom the pushover spider.
And this is the unique boss I forgot to show you in the end of Lower Thumeru, Bloodletting Beast.
Oh, I'll let you have some blood, I guess.
He's big, he's hairy, and his back is really fucked up.
It's like he should play football. Wow.
Yeah, I've heard Bloodletting Beast referred to as Hitbox Beast. Because some of its moves are kinda wonky on the... I guess Bloodborne is kinda generous to him in terms of hitboxes, you know?
Okay.
That said, I didn't have any trouble with this form of Bloodletting Beast, you know, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people have trouble with another form of his we'll be seeing.
So what is all the shit on its back?
I think his back is just ripped in half somehow,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Leaking,
like,
for sure.
Well, he's letting blood out of the giant gaping wound in his back.
It's the worst lumbar puncture I've ever seen.
He's like a giant werewolf that... God, I don't even know how the hell you describe what happened to him.
Just kill me, I hurt pretty bad. This is not fun being Bloodletting Beast. This is my Bloodletting Beast voice for some reason.
I need the god of all chiropractors, if you know him.
I'll say.
Yeah, he's your standard kind of like big Souls boss, you know.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
You should be a writer.
Thank you.
Look out.
I don't know why I'm telling myself.
I don't know why I'm telling myself in recording to look out, but I'm getting really into this fight I did.
Doesn't seem too difficult though. Doesn't even seem to hurt that bad.
Nah. Again,
even when he does the Falcon Punch, he can be dodged.
I'm a little high level, but it's the same sort of, if you like kind of stay under the attacks, that all works out, you know?
Yeah.
And that's all of Lower Thumeru.
Was it raining blood the whole time or just now?
Just now.
Okay.
Alright, so Chalice Dungeons.
Wooden shield! Fire paper! I'll take it! Oh.
Alright. Welcome.
Something appears to be off about your health.
Yeah, welcome to Defiled Thumeru. The gimmick here, half health.
Ugh.
You're gonna see my actual first run of Defiled of level 1.
I guess this only applies to you and not the enemies as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
And the enemies have really souped up stats. So a lot of Defiled, even the enemies, are like 1 to 2 hit kills on you. In fact, when most people talk about completing the Chalice Dungeons, this is a very, very major roadblock. Like when people talk about platinuming the game and all that, like Curse Defiled is, or Defile Chalice Dungeon's the problem. You know.
Gotcha.
This enemy is a big nightmare because she has homing shots. I think they one-hit you. You'll notice my beckoning bell is out, by the way.
Oh yeah, why is that? Did you have to cheat?
You might see some cooperation going on.
Oh.
So, again, though, like, just to underscore this point, like, Chalice Dungeons in general are kind of, you know, like, they just get too samey. I don't know. Like, they're not bad or anything per se, it's just, I wish there was a little more variety to them, you know?
Why do they all have to be indoors?
And also collecting all those materials for them just sucks. Oh, and one thing I haven't included in the video, which is a really annoying thing you have to do with Chalice Dungeons, one of the materials you have to collect is called Arcane Haze, which means you have to go to a special, like dungeon, or a special room in one of the dungeons, you know?
The Jimi Hendrix dungeon?
Yes, the Jimi Hendrix dungeon.
Yeah.
No, you have to find, like, Arcane Haze Extractor, and that's just a matter, really, of, like, I think trading blood, or echoes for a Chalice item, you know what I mean?
Okay,
It's nothing interesting, it's just more busy work you have to do. And you can see, like, I'm hitting him pretty hard, but, like, I'm already, like, down 2 vials from all the nonsense going on in here.
At least 1 or 2 vials heals you to full.
That is true. I will give you that.
Bright side of life.
No, that is very true.
Does the half health apply to your cooperation that you summon as well?
Yeah. Any hunter in Defiled is gonna have half health, more or less, you know.
Any player as well.
Oh,
you probably didn't realize it, but you were at half health while you were playing this.
Couple things I should tell you, by the way. You are invincible during the lever switch animation.
Yes.
And frankly, you know, when it comes to Chalice Dungeons, exploring's fun and all, but sometimes I was just like, you know, I want to finish this, so I'm gonna run for the switch, pull it. If I die, at least it stays unlocked then, you know?
Okay, yeah. So you don't have to do that again if you die.
Exactly.
Good.
So my plan was there, even if I lose to this guy, I'd rather get the switch and lose rather than, you know. But I didn't die to him.
So what are you gonna do with all these blood gems you're getting?
I don't know. You know, truthfully, I haven't even really checked them all out.
I don't even know what so many. Do. What's it like being the top 1% of blood earners?
Well, yeah. I don't know. What do you know? I guess if like you're a big Souls fan and you just want something new to do, you know, and PvP's not doing it for you, I guess the Chalice Dungeons work, but...
It could have been done better, though. I mean, I've only been watching them, but every video I see of these, I can't tell one dungeon from the other.
No, sir. I don't blame you, to be frank. I don't blame you.
Like, if I had the game, I probably would not complete these. I would maybe do a couple of them, and then just want to finish the main game.
I will say some of the unique bosses and shit are actually very cool.
Yeah, but you have to get to them.
Meet Keeper of the Old Lords. Remember this boss? She was super easy, and we, like, just parry chained her the first time I fought her. Yep.
Same name?
All right. Same name.
Okay.
Same boss. One problem. Extra stats and one-hit kills. Now, that's pretty unfair, in a way.
Man, Vivi grew up.
But I'm gonna say something. I actually enjoy this fight, Defiled Keeper, because she is she's usually a pushover boss, so adding the concept of one-hit kill, I would argue actually does make it a fairly tense fight. You know?
I can get behind that. How was the Keeper's health?
Normal.
Well, I saw 77 and the bar did not appear to move at all.
Visceral kind of hurts her, but you can see I'm gonna need like quite a few viscerals.
Right.
That was mistake number 1 that I made, was letting her buff. You know, you can kind of go through the fight not letting her buff, and she doesn't get those like rangy fire attacks.
So without the buff, would she not be able to do one-hit kills on you?
No, she can still do the sword alone. Her normal attack is a 1-hit kill.
Gotcha.
She has a range, like a fiery range attack that's a 2-hit kill, but it is a little tricky to dodge. In fact, the best move really is to dodge through it and hit her, but like it's so risky to stay in on her because of like 1 hit and you're done, you know?
Yeah, right. So you're
like
desperately trying to do parries.
Yeah. See, like, what happened there?
Yeah.
Like, she hit me with the fire from a distance, and it didn't kill me or anything. And even here, like, it's like you want to take a hit and then jump out, which also means you could potentially miss, like, visceral opportunities and stuff.
Right.
I like it, though. It, like, the fight really keeps you on edge, you know?
Yeah, it seemed like you were able to run right back after you died, too. Unless that was an edit thing.
No, you can. That's one nice thing about Chalice Dungeons is the boss doors are near the lanterns. Always. Like, you never have to do anything to get back to them. You call it. So, yeah. I think this was, like, my 10th or 11th attempt at her. It didn't take me, like, crazy long. Like a couple other bosses you'll be seeing. But, I like the fight. I thought it was kind of creative, personally.
Down with it.
In a way.
Using all the techniques you've been training yourself to use over the course of the game. Your dodging, your parries.
Yeah, she honestly, Defiled Dungeon, this boss and the next boss is really, you have to be like kind of on point, you know?
Yeah. Before you get it, you're good at the game.
You can't get greedy. You can see, I don't know if you saw me hesitate there. Yeah. But it's like.
No, if I had this much health, I'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah, here we go. I think, is this the end of her? I think so. But even then, I don't want to run in to finish her off like I usually do. It's so...
Now, where are those old lords?
But look at that, 75k echoes for that.
Taste will fade out. Oh, hey.
Hey, it's Just Aaron and Timrod DX.
All
from my
losers.
stream. I'm going to tell you why. This is the second boss of Defiled Dungeon. This movie's about to do is a 1-hit kill.
Ooh, it looks like it.
And if you notice, I am doing no damage to him.
Well, is that because of the cooperation aspect? I forget if bosses get more HP.
I didn't include it. I do have footage of me fighting him, but no. Here's the deal. Watchdog of the Old Lords has armor. So you have to, like, break apart parts of them,
armor?
You know? That's armor.
Oh.
And if you... Oh, God. I'm even, like... again, it's a recording, but I remember this...
Why don't you just step back and wait for the armor to melt off?
Oh, no. It doesn't work like that.
No.
I know this boss so fucking well because it took a lot of attempts. And you can't get anything wrong in the fight, you know?
Looks like your cooperator's got some things wrong.
This is what's so shitty. Like, usually with Souls games, I don't like to do co-op with new bosses and stuff. This sucks, this fight. It's like a real deal long Souls fight, but one hit, or, well, alright. One charge attack or 2 normal hits and you're dead. You know what I mean?
So, are we approaching, like, best comparison I can think of, like, Ruby Emerald weapon territory of bosses?
Yeah, I think so. If it weren't for co-op, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know if you remember this boss, but this is a boss. This isn't, like, you can stun him like that, but you can't parry him. And even when you stun him, like, it's just too risky to take advantage of stuff, because that AoE can just wreck you.
Right.
That rush, too, like, you can see that that's the telegraph for it, but it's not like a big telegraph, and if you miss it, you're just dead.
It's a pretty big boss. Takes up a lot of space.
This fight is, like, a little too much, you know? I don't know if they expect you to be at level, like, 200 or something like that for this.
Does it, so it is not quite balanced in a way that super hard optional bosses should be, you think?
I don't quite I feel like the only quote-unquote challenge with it is that you just really have to do, like, a 5 to 10 minute boss fight, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it seems like this is the stuff From wanted, like, okay, let's give something for the really dedicated people who want challenge.
But you know what sucks about it is there's cool, like, unique shit after it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, like, you can't really experience all of the Chalice Dungeon stuff, like, all the unique stuff, without doing this. And this, it's way too much for, like a normal player, I feel like. You really have to love the shit out of Bloodborne.
So how long, so you streamed all of your attempts at this, how many hours would you say?
I think this was the course of, like, 3 or 4 nights.
Oh, wow.
This was not
Just
this
this
was
one
not
spot.
Easy. Yeah. I got his health down to about here by myself, but, like, and then I just died to, like, one bad move, so I'm like, alright, you know what, enough.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See that, like, normal hit, and it almost killed me. And that's the thing, too, like, running out of blood vials isn't even the issue with this guy, really. It's just that, like, it's just, you fuck up and you're done, so, yeah.
That was one of your cooperators using an arcane build?
I believe just Darren is.
I saw an
think.
energy blast from one of them.
Yeah, a lot of the people who came in with me do have arcane builds and such. I'm one of the few who doesn't.
It's one thing I've seen a shortage of in your playthrough is magic.
I will say another thing too, by the way. Yeah, this fight is unedited, whereas there's one more defiled boss fight that we're going to see next, which absolutely is edited. Because...
Even harder
well,
than this
see.
one?
You'll see. So... Yeah, so Watchdog, I even watched, like, YouTube playthroughs of how to beat this fight. You really just have to memorize all his attacks and just recognize all the tells, you know, so I was very relieved when it's all done.
Whew.
And thankfully, everyone. 95k echoes, by the way.
Nice.
Aaron,
Aaron, do it! Okay, good. Just in time.
Whew. Now, the final boss of Defiled Dungeon.
Amy!
Amy is really hard to dodge because she has a million arms.
Does she have
And,
more
like,
arms than the previous fight?
I think we just had a bit tougher time seeing her with the background and stuff, you know? As far as I know, she's still the same old Amy.
So, how this fight worked, you had to beat off the arms for a bit and then hit the face?
You can hit whatever is available to you. The face is actually the weak point.
That's right.
I did not hurt Amy at all. You will be seeing me hit Amy at some point, but, like...
You look terrified to go in.
Yeah. This fight, this lasted a day, and I was like, seriously, like, I really can't do this. Like, I don't do enough
just sizing her up.
I don't do enough damage or whatever. So Lady Purith is actually, like, an expert Bloodborne player. So I'm just letting her do it with, like, her maxed out, Whirly Jigsaw. And for those of you saying, like, this is a bullshit fight, I'm gonna get into it at some point, so don't worry, okay? But this was a 12-minute fight. Jeez. Which is kind of long for a fucking, you know... Alright, so you can see kind of how that went,
12
right?
hours later.
Yeah, I'm seriously letting Lady Pure do this, but then...
Character's taken, uh-oh.
Alright. There's a reason Defiled Amy is, in a way, easier than Defiled Watchdog, but, again, no margin for error.
What's between Confederate and Cooperator?
It's a good question, I kind of forget. Alright, here's the trick. If you stand still during the jump attack, you can turn around, hit the head real quick, and get the fuck out of dodge. And look what happens still. Yeah, so this fight is going to be me exploiting that jump move for
another
a while.
12 hours.
This is another scary thing about Amy, though, too. She has these, like, ranged attacks and shit, so there's almost nowhere you're safe from her. So this was a very, very, very slow fight now by myself against her. And I did edit this, so, you know.
And you have to pay respects to Lady Pyorth, who just died in the meantime.
I know. Yeah. I really feel like this and Defiled Watchdog are just bad. You know what I mean?
Because of the health limitations on top of the fight itself?
Yeah.
Like, if the health wasn't an issue, would this be okay?
I mean, well, then it would just be the standard Amy fight, right? With maybe some boosted stats.
2 hit kills instead of 1 hit kills.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I just feel like the problem is honestly, like, Keeper of the Old Lords is at least like, it's because she's usually an easy boss, the 1 or 2 hit kill limitation becomes an exciting fight. Mm-hmm. But just doing it with a regular boss is just like, okay, fight a boss like, you know, near perfect now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for a very long time.
Like you can see, I'm very underleveled for this boss. I'm barely hurting her, but I still have 16 health vials left, you know? Like, I'm not doing, like, I'm not, like, it's not like a rough drag-out fight. I'm just playing extraordinarily carefully. And
like
exploiting like
once.
Exactly right.
Resetting,
yeah. There's no point in doing any risk taking whatsoever.
Sure, yeah.
It's just so.
Is this the last boss of the low health dungeon?
Yes, this is the final part. This is the final part of the low health dungeon.
I was gonna say, I would hope so. I don't see where you would go from here. Now fight all of the bosses at once.
No hits. And the tail takes like no damage, but then. And then I got so worried here, like, oh god,
that would have been
my...
perfect, though.
It kind of would, yeah. There we are. And that's Amy.
And then 2 of them appear. It's Dick Bell Gargoyle.
If you notice now, we got Thumeru y Hill Chalice, which is the final Chalice Dungeon.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But we need something before we can go there.
A dirty damp blood gem.
We need an item called a living string, okay? To get into that dungeon.
Like
also,
string?
It's a unique item, and I'm going to show you how we're going to get it.
Does this have to do with the brain thing?
You got it.
Nice.
There is a new elevator open to us in Murgo's loft.
Looks like you're outside of the game world.
Right?
It's like you clipped through it or something.
I was really interested to do Thumeru y Hill. I'm kind of sorry in a way I did this without you.
Visit the 4 kings while I'm here.
Right? Went ahead and made the good blood guide.
This just seems like something bad's about to happen.
Right?
Oh, hey.
There it is.
Go, go.
So let's make contact with Brain. I don't know if you remember, but...
You look stupid. What are you doing? That means nothing to me. I mean, do it as long as you want, but I don't get it.
Come on, Brain.
I mean, what, am I supposed to be impressed? I can't do that. I don't have arms, I don't think.
The problem is the brain doesn't realize he's a loser from his perspective. That now it just looks kind of like a J instead. We don't really get it.
Are we gonna get a Super Metroid Mother Brain rising up situation here?
That would be kind of cool, actually. Wait. All right. Boom.
Well, now that you're holding it that way, that makes sense. Here, have a mood.
So this is the part where I'm in chat, like, do I keep waiting? You know? But,
this is the worst YMCA rendition I've ever seen.
Oh, hello. Is that guy gonna do it too, or what's going on? Yep, okay. So, now to get Living String, you have to kill Brain.
Oh, but you got a
moon. You might notice he's got eyes in his brain.
Yeah.
Not just those big 2 ones, but all tiny ones, too. Do you see him?
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm kind of used to a bunch of eyes being on shit.
That's a good point.
I've seen the boars.
That was gross.
This makes me kind of sad.
Well, this is the thing that was frenzying us over and over again in the loft, so I don't feel too bad.
That's true.
Before I kill it, somebody in my chat did recommend looking at it with a torch, which I think is not a bad idea. What do you think?
Yeah, I would love to see this in more light.
All right then. Well,
because it looks so beautiful.
You got it. Ooh,
yeah.
And it's got hands, I guess. I don't know if this was meant to be a boss or something, but excuse me. Sorry.
You're in the From Software cutting room right now. All of our reject shit goes here.
Come on, do the torch. There we are. Yep, that's a brain, all right.
I can see every part where I sliced you.
So,
how did it get here? I know it fell down the thing, but...
well, I guess this is where it fell.
Into the void?
Into the void.
You dick! Have some living strength.
Well, now that we've got our living string, we can go, open up Thumeru Hill. I think it's pronounced that way. It's like I-H-Y-L-L.
Mm-hmm.
Heal. What else can we do here? And oops, get in there, please. And if you want to look at what living string is like, you can see it is technically a Chalice Dungeon, or thing.
So it's a depressing-looking plant.
And the evil brain was, in fact, like a legitimate great one, but
or a shit candy cane.
More or less. So, welcome to Great Thumeru Hill, level 1.
Okay.
And our first boss is this guy again, Thumerian Descendant.
Yeah.
He is jacked the fuck up on stats.
Jacked up enough to need a cooperator.
Yeah. This time my excuse, JC Vok, you'll notice, is rocking Logarius' wheel.
Good.
This time my excuse was it's a repeat boss, and people in the stream kind of wanted to like have fun too, So I was like, all right. Yeah,
whatever
nothing.
makes you feel better.
I feel like I could have taken Thumerian Descendant Mark II, but If it's any consolation, the final boss of the Chalice Dungeons I did do solo, for those of you wondering. You'll be seeing that in this video.
Excellent.
I think so.
Now I want you to get through this quick. Summon another cooperator.
Who needs? JC Vok is good enough with that wheel. I don't really get the wheel still.
Well, it can bleed.
That's alright, you got me there. It can bleed.
Name a wheel that does that.
I can't. I cannot name a single wheel that
Besides
does that.
Firestone tires. Hey, dated reference, yeah.
Oh, did you see that arcane move JC Vok used, by the way?
No. Oh, that, yeah.
That one. That's actually Martyr Ligarius, if you remember that move.
Oh,
that, like,
yeah, the Screaming Skulls things.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Whoop. Come on.
Yeah.
There we go. Prey slaughtered.
By someone else.
There's only 2 bosses left in Chalice Dungeons. And actually, technically, then the game. Or, besides, So, this is the second to last boss, the Chalice Dungeons. I'm here with Requitir and Lady Purith again.
Good, good.
I hope you liked Bloodletting Beast before.
Did I?
Here he is again. Except now he's missing a head.
That changes everything?
This is more in line with the nickname Hitbox Beast, because it seems like he's a lot fucking harder. And I needed to co-op for him, because, again, like, he has a lot of wide-range attacks, they hit pretty hard, and it's not quite clear when you're safe from them or not, So, I don't know.
So where might the head have gone?
I don't know. Oh, you'll find out.
Head leaving.
But, yes, this is not exactly a repeat boss, actually.
Okay. Is there a second form?
Yep. There's a second form that is markedly different than the first form, the first time we fought Bloodletting Beast.
It's just his head. It's really easy.
It's like Ludwig.
Yeah, it's like kicking a soccer ball around. It's fine.
Yeah. So, this is the final roadblock before the final boss, and then we're finally done with. Oh, hello!
Oh.
I was very surprised by that. Yeah. So,
if I can't kill them, I'll gross them out.
Bloodletting Beast apparently is not actually the boss. It's this weird parasite infestation that he's got.
Ew.
Which might actually explain, by the way, why his back is all fucked up even in the other fight.
People, this is why you take your pets to the vet. If you don't deworm them, this will happen.
It's true.
Yeah, exactly this will happen.
Oh,
This
man.
precise situation.
But at least they'll guard your dungeon.
You're gonna have to find some transforming spear, summon a couple of friends.
Right. Yeah, so I don't love the second Bloodletting Beast fight except for the, oh hey, a giant worm thing, you know?
Does that work well with your bugs or gross thing?
This, I didn't mind it so much.
So worm's not.
You can't see, if it, I think it had little legs and mandibles, which would normally bother me, but whatever.
Well, it does
Oh,
have
look-
a leg, the beast's body.
We also get a vermin, by the way.
That
a
looks
vermin,
delicious.
It's a centipede, believe it or not.
Which you can use with those 2 humans you have.
Yeah,
With
it's
you.
apparent. It's apparently I don't know, something about mankind's evil and all that. But if you use it, you kill it.
Great.
Rich.
How many levels would you say you gained from doing all these dungeons?
I'm at level 99, which, for the record, is apparently still not over-leveled for, like, final boss or anything.
Oh.
Alright, welcome to the final boss. This is Yarnan, Thumerian Queen.
What is she doing?
She is, her wrists are bound in, like, shackles, and she is bleeding everywhere. I've heard people complain, I don't know why, I love this boss fight.
Okay.
Well,
Well, at least she's
she has
having
a-
fun.
No, that's true.
Ooh. Oh, Mario? No, not here.
So, uh-oh. So she can, like, bind
She can
you like
shackle
that?
you, yeah.
Now, the trick is there's no real tell for that except the baby's cry. If you're too close to her when that happens, then you just get bound.
And the baby's cry is so irritating that you'll have muted your game by this point.
So what do you think of the final boss?
It's interesting.
Yeah? Check this out. Now she's not fucking around.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so she has one move I'm not going to show you. I didn't show. Yeah, this? Oh, yeah. Wait, I am going to show you. I forgot. Yeah. Forgot that was in this footage. Good, I'm glad. Because that big blue ring means get the fuck out. She makes clones of herself also. They die in one hit, but the clones are all first form versions of her.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. I am honestly a pretty big fan of
I dig
Yarn.
it. I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
So the moment you spawn those clones, you have to hunt them all down, like, immediately. No excuses, right?
Kinda, yeah, because they all do the attacks of her first form, which is
They can
I don't know
all
if you
bind
noticed,
you, bleed on you.
They have she had like those single blood spears. You know, did you see those kind of? Mm-hmm. Her second form has like a spread gun 3-shot version of those. So basically, you kind of have to dodge all the other ones shooting the single ones and her shooting the 3. So it's really behooves you to get rid of the clones ASAP.
Gotcha.
Anyway, this is
It does sound like Baby Mario. It's not just me, right?
no, it's not just you, but it's a great old one, not Mario. Almost said the wrong thing there. Uh-oh.
I'm expecting a bunch of Yoshis to come help you in this fight. Which I would love to see.
I think that's actually what Watchdog of the Old Lords was.
Yeah.
A couple people in the chat did get annoyed with her laughing a lot of this fight, but You can see, by the way, getting bound kind of works either way. Like, sometimes she just isn't in the right place to hit you, and sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Damn, she's working out.
Yeah. Yeah, she's no joke. So here we go. This is where the fight really gets interesting. What I like, too, is it's subtle, but the music changes in her third form. And also, she cuts her wrists and make those, like, blood spears appear out of the ground.
Goodness.
Yeah, this is a fucking intense-ass fight.
She does not fuck around.
No. So yeah, that's the Pthumerian Queen that the city of Yharnam was named after.
What's really upsetting is that her blood type is O. She's a universal donor and she's wasting it.
The trick, by the way, is I think the real Queen Yharnam is like pregnant, you know, like her stomach's out more and more bloody than the other clones. But it doesn't matter because you got like you can kill the clones in one shot, so you'll see me handle it. And see what happens when you get greedy is that you get stuck.
You get half your health taken away.
Totally. So this is what I hate. The Chalice Dungeons have this really cool boss in the Pthumerian Queen. Oh shit.
Oh
no. Yeah. And you have to go through.
Pregnancy's at risk as well.
I don't know. She's got an old god in there.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, she's just a really awesome boss fight, but it's hidden under like layers of bullshit. You know what I mean?
You gotta earn it, man.
You really do. I feel like, though, this could have been before the Defiled stuff. We are now in the final form. As you can see, her sword is now a giant blood sword.
Does she keep cloning herself, too?
Oh,
no?
She does, yes. And, I hope you like ranged attacks, because there's going to be a lot more of those, if I remember correctly.
Makes sense. Dude, the clones don't have the sword, though, so there's never any question as to who's the real.
Right. You can see now it's like kind of a bullet hell in some ways.
You think I ran out? I got bags of this shit.
Notice, too, her blood also causes fast poison damage.
Yeah, that has not gone away.
This is where the music changed, too. But, and I got very lucky there. As you can see. So yeah, I really, really enjoy the shit out of this fight.
Was it worth the effort to get to?
If not, I would say, I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh, I'm poisoned. I like it so much. I really feel like they should have put it like much earlier in the Chalice Dungeons and have Defiled be all like optional shit for trophies and gems and stuff, you know?
So this end-game Chalice stuff should only be things you've seen before.
That's what I think, honestly. Just because, like, it's so much. It's like, I think she's a good reward, but I feel like I wish more people could get to see her, you know? Right. It's a fun fucking fight.
If you were supremely leveled, though, like double your current level, would those earlier bosses have been more doable solo?
Maybe. I've heard no matter what, Watchdog of the Old Lords is a fucking beast. Like, you can't really get over-leveled. It's always going to be, like, 2 to 3 hit kills, you know?
Gotcha.
So Defiled Watchdog is apparently the deal-breaker for a lot of people.
Mm.
Which sucks again, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Down to 5 blood vials, by the way. I mean, it's a shame it's you know, post-commentary.
Can you just stick your vials out while she's spraying all over the place? Hey, Lee, fill me up.
I think I called her a bitch on stream, by the way.
Oh.
I'm not proud of it, but, you know, it had to happen.
Slow, she's a queen.
That's true.
Yharnam, Pthumerian queen.
Now the question is, do we get greedy and finish? No, let's get rid of the clones. So yeah, Chalice Dungeons.
So what do you get for beating her off?
You'll find out.
I'm curious as to whether that reward's worth it or not. You get a pre-order copy of Dark Souls 3.
What?
Wow, worth it.
Oh shit, dare I?
Oh my god. I mean, you have to end it in a dramatic fashion.
I think so.
And did you do the contact?
No, she's no loser.
No.
And besides, I earned a trophy. And a Yarnum Stone.
And what might that do?
We'll find out.